big update in the gun world. Several cities and state attorney generals are suing Glock, claiming some popular Glock pistols can be modified with tiny devices into illegal, fully automatic weapons. Reporters say these Glock switches are small, easily produced items sometimes sold online or 3D printed. In response to mounting litigation and new state laws, industry reports and Glock's website show many models marked discontinued, and outlets report a new V series is planned. Glock has said unaffiliated retailers made premature statements but has posted an updated discontinued models list and will provide more details soon. Yeah, it's kind of old news now. I'm a little late to it, but basically, if you haven't heard, long story short, Glock is going to be discontinuing almost all of the pistols they've been manufacturing and replacing all of them with what they're going to call the V series. Basically, it's a clever little way of replacing the number 5 since their latest generation is Gen 5, so Gen V. A lot of this is hearsay. A lot of this is not official, but it is official. The cat kind of got out of the bag prematurely. That's to be expected in today's age of social media. Basically, for a while now, a lot of criminals have been replacing specific parts within Glock handguns, modding them, if you will, from semi-automatic to fully automatic pistols. The idea behind the new Series V Glock is now going to be replacing almost all of their models with is that it won't be as easy to mod those new pistols into fully automatics. That's kind of all we really know. Now, what does this mean? Probably not a whole lot, probably not very much that's going to be very detrimental to us Glock users and owners. Again, the idea is they're going to be replacing parts inside of their guns so they won't be as easily modded. The particular piece in these Glocks that's supposedly easy to swap out with a homemade or 3D printed piece that would successfully mod the gun into a fully automatic, that's not going to be as easy to do, if not impossible to do anymore, until someone figures out how to mod the V-Series models one day. But anyway, they've also stated that these new V-Series Glocks are going to be the same price as the models they will be replacing. On Glock's official website you can go to right now, there's a big old long list of all the Glocks they're saying that they're discontinuing. Funnily enough, these two Glocks that I currently own are not on that list at the moment. The Glock 20 Gen 5 MOS and the Glock 42, the 10mm and then a 380 ACP. But almost all of the double stack mag Glocks, like these guys right here, are going to get discontinued and replaced with the V series. So it doesn't matter if it's a Gen 3, Gen 4, Gen 5, if it's on that list, it's going away. It's going to get replaced with a V series variant. Some people are upset over this. Some people are kind of freaking out over this. Personally, I'm kind of just lukewarm on the whole thing. I don't really have a very strong opinion either way. I'm not really concerned. I'm sure these new V series Glocks are going to function just fine. It's basically just a new generation that's kind of prematurely popping up because Glock has to adapt to the current political climate. There's been a lot of groups out there who have been actively suing Glock over the years for purposely putting out these tools that are intentionally easily converted into fully automatics or whatever they're trying to throw at them. I'm sure that can also be done with many other handguns out there, many other brands, but Glock currently is the one under attack. So what any company with a solid head on their shoulders or with any common sense would do, Glock's adapting. So instead of trying to fight all these lawsuits, they're updating their guns as a response. Maybe we'll get improvements on top of that. I wouldn't be surprised if our V-Series Glocks have even extra little bits of polishing done to them if they were noticing anything that they could have improved on the Gen 5s. Maybe. I have high hopes, but currently I'm not really concerned because funny thing, the only other Glocks I was actually looking to purchase were either the 43X or the 48. And from what I understand, those guns are not going to be replaced by the V-Series. So it doesn't really concern me that much, but it's concerning a ton of other people, obviously. We're just going to have to see. We don't really have any other information or any way to test any of this until these guns actually come out. But I thought I'd just be yet another guy to spread the word in case you didn't hear by now, or maybe you did hear it multiple times, but you just want to hear another guy talk about it. That's cool. I do that too. Almost all our Glocks, about 90 to 95% of them or so, are going away and getting replaced by the Glock V series. So if you're really skeptical of the V series Glocks coming out, you don't trust them, now is going to probably be your best time to pick one up. I haven't been to a gun store since I heard that news, but I'm assuming sales on Glocks are increasing right now. People are probably going to be scooping these guys up before any new updates come out, and in case the new V series Glocks are not as good for whatever reason, they just don't perform as well, maybe they're not as reliable, or maybe we find out yet a new problem with the V series Glocks that were overlooked, and people slowly kind of start figuring that out, and negative press starts going around, even more negative reviews, and then people start scrambling to get the Gen 5s, 4s, and 3s, whatever scraps of them are left lying around in the aftermarket. Who knows? Personally, I think nothing's really going to change all that much just by Glock's history because these guns are extremely reliable. I'd be surprised if Glock just somehow dropped the ball in their V series, like whoops, and they suddenly just were way worse than the previous generation guns. I really just don't see that happening, but I suppose you never know. Maybe there's going to be some big old detrimental thing about the V series Glocks that all of us overlooked. That is it. What do you think of this whole situation? What do you think of the new V series Glocks coming out? You concerned? You don't care? This basically is just the biggest gun press that we got since the whole Sig Sauer fiasco we had going on months prior. It's just news, something to talk about. Thank you so much for watching. Mannix out.